Before I became a proud House Republican, I spent about 10 years in talk radio across the airwaves of the state of Indiana. And I saw talk radio in its infancy rolling out after President Reagan repealed this archaic so-called fairness doctrine. And the fairness doctrine itself was the law of American airwaves for about 4 decades. And it was a requirement of radio stations that if they dealt with programming that contained controversial issues, they had an affirmative duty to demonstrate that they were presenting both sides. Now that sounds fair enough. What American doesn't like a fair fight? The reality is, from 1949 to 1987, during the years of the fairness doctrine, most radio stations simply never dealt with programming that contained controversial issues. And so the truth is that if we brought the fairness doctrine back, it isn't that stations that carry Rush Limbaugh would also carry Al Franken. It's that stations that carry Rush Limbaugh would carry neither one of them. Because most radio stations across America, some 2,000 talk radio stations today, are small businesses. They operate on a shoestring budget. They don't have time for the record keeping, the red tape, the legal fees, and the potential threat to their broadcast license that would come through a fairness doctrine challenge. The Democrats on Capitol Hill, though, are intent, many powerful Democrats are intent on bringing back the fairness doctrine. The likes of Senator John Kerry, Senator Dick Durbin, and in the House of Representatives, some of the most powerful Democrats on Capitol Hill have spoken in favor of returning this regulation and, frankly, censorship to the airwaves of America. I really think it is a political power grab and outright censorship by liberals in Washington, D.C., who have been frustrated at the consistent failure of liberal talk show hosts to be able to compete with the likes of Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity and many hundreds of successful regional conservative talk show hosts that cherish the work of House Republicans. But the reality is, it's not that there's not enough liberal talk show hosts in America, it's that there apparently are not enough liberal listeners. In a classic sense, having not been able to win a market share in a competitive marketplace, liberals are now going to their very powerful patrons in the Democratic Party and trying to have the government give them what they couldn't compete and earn on the airwaves of America. I think it's absolutely vital that Republicans around America understand that if the Democrats get the White House and the Democrats keep the Congress, they can bring back the fairness doctrine and re-regulate talk radio in 2009 without an act of Congress. We need to pass the Broadcaster Freedom Act, and more important than that, we need to take back the Congress.